Well, I had some optimism tonight in the President's comments about creating greater access to health care. Certainly he and I share the goal of universal access to the health care system. I've told both he and the Vice President that as the Republican leader in the House of the Health Care Task Force, I'm more than willing to reach out to them, to work with them, to do everything we can to see if we can't solve this problem this year. On the other hand, this won't be a problem we solve this year if the administration insists on running toward a totally government-run healthcare system. Where we need a system where patients and doctors are the key decision makers in the process, not the government. We certainly don't need a system that goes down the path that the stimulus package did of healthcare rationing. Healthcare rationing is not what Americans want, it's not what they deserve, and it's not something I'll be part of. At the same time, the President's comments on spending seem to me to be very much at odds with the huge spending bill last week, almost increasing by 80% the discretionary spending of the federal government this year, and also very much at odds with the big budget spending bill that they filed last week, the omnibus spending bill. You might call it the ominous spending bill. It's so big, the greatest increase in discretionary spending since the year that included 9/11, where we had to really change our homeland security and our defense posture in a hurry. That doesn't really seem to me to line up with the President's commitment to try to cut the deficit. Not only did we add 80% to the discretionary spending, $800 billion, but also we added another 8% to this year's spending alone, the year that we've already started and already in the middle of. The other thing that's going to show the President's inclinations more maybe than his speech tonight is the budget that we expect to be filed on Thursday. And the President gave every indication tonight that still the administration doesn't appreciate the impact you have on job creation when you decide to raise taxes on virtually every small business that's a job-creating small business in America. A recession's no time to raise taxes. A private sector created job is likely to last a whole lot longer than a taxpayer provided job. And I think on the budget front, on the spending front, on the stimulus front, that's the biggest fallacy in what we heard again tonight and saw last week and will see again this week.